Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today we're doing a plan with me for the week of January 31st through February 6th, 2022 in my classic HP size planner. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. I'm so excited to be heading into February 2022. I will be using the horizontal layout from Cloth and Paper for this week's spread. I've really been enjoying using this layout in 2022. For this week's spread, I will be using the Day 10 Advent Calendar stickers from Create with Mandy, these cozy collage circles, some page circles, and these line art butterflies, all from Create with Mandy. I'll also be using this quote sheet from AliciaMichelleXO and these 4 washi tapes. As usual, I'm also using a couple box stickers. Sorry, forgot about that. So as usual, I am going to start with putting together a cluster in the bottom left corner of the right hand side of the spread. It is in the next week box. I will be covering up that little next week header with some whiteout. First, I'm going to lay down a couple of different washi tapes. Definitely want to incorporate all of the washi I'm going to be using in this spread into this cluster. So I started out first with laying down this Spotty Dotty washi from According to Allie. And then I'm using this pinkish mauve grid washi on top, layering it a little bit like staggered. Definitely wanted the piece of pink washi that I used to be longer. And then I'm also using this thinner, just black and white grid washi as well. So I'm layering that on top of, or I should say overlapping the pink washi. And I think that I leave it just with these 3 washis for now, but I do go back to add a little bit more. I know I want to incorporate one of the larger page circle stickers as well as a large cozy collage circle. The one with the candles seemed perfect because I knew I wanted to layer a quote sticker on top and it had some lighter colors in it. I'm also going to be bringing in one of the line art butterflies, and I really fell in love with this nice large one that has wide open wings. So I think my plan is basically going to be to lay the butterfly down first and then layer the 2 circle stickers on top. So I'm placing that big butterfly sticker down. I am going to use a ruler just to make sure that it's down firmly with no air trapped underneath. If you've been watching my plan with me, you know that that's something I tend to like to do with clear stickers. Now I'm going to put down that page circle sticker and then overlap one of the cozy collage circles on top. I struggled a little bit only because I didn't want these circle stickers to cover the butterfly too much. And I kind of wish I would have put the butterfly up just a little bit higher, but I still think it looks okay. So I ended up deciding to go with this Don't Trade Authenticity for Approval sticker, and I put it down on some wax paper, and I'm just trying to figure out where I want to layer it. I did for a minute think about incorporating another butterfly sticker, but I felt like there was enough going on in this area that I didn't need any more. So I layered the quote sticker down on top. I, again, don't know that I love how I layered this, and I do think at one point I do try pulling it up a little bit to see if I could reposition it, and it just wasn't going to happen. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. I'm like seeing if I could possibly pull it up, and it wasn't going to happen. I was going to end up ripping a sticker and decided that it didn't look terrible. Not 100% happy with the cluster, but it doesn't look terrible. Next, I'm going to go over to the left page of the spread, and I am going to layer 2 smaller circles together with some washi tape as well as a box sticker to indicate a conference I have for work. First, I'm going to put down some of that spotty dotty washi tape again, and then this time around I'm layering the cozy collage circle with the page circle on top of it. I also tried to make an effort with the smaller cozy collage circles that I used to pick some with darker colors in them. That way there was a bit of contrast to the spread. So that's what I did with this one here that I'm using in this cluster. I am going to incorporate, or I thought I was going to incorporate a butterfly sticker into this cluster, but I didn't want it to take up the entirety of Monday's box because I also want to put my work schedule in there. So I ended up deciding against it. I am going to lay down this box sticker, and then I did decide to put a little tiny bit of this pink grid washi down as well. So I'm just laying that down so that it'll tuck under that box sticker. I do have this really thin washi here that I actually really love and just had an itch to use in this week's spread, so I'm laying it down. I wanted it to be a longer piece, but after laying it down, I realized that that piece was just a little too long and it looked kind of weird. So I am pulling up some of it, ripping some of it off, and I think it ends up looking much better with a little bit shorter of a piece. I'm also using a remember header off-centered on that box sticker. And then I'm going to move on to a cluster on Friday. Here I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I want to put a quote cluster on the left-hand page of the spread. And I actually think I start putting together that quote cluster before I even move to Friday. I definitely want to incorporate a big butterfly. I definitely want to incorporate a bunch of washi. So I am going to start out with laying down this pink washi tape, and I'm also going to put down this black and white grid washi as well. I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to structure this quote cluster, and so I was kind of just, I guess, flying blind in a sense. I didn't know exactly where I was going to put each piece. I wasn't seeing it in my head. I kind of like was figuring it out as I was laying everything down. So I do like the way those washi tapes look with the butterfly sticker, and I knew I wanted to incorporate a couple collage circles. I wanted to use the large cozy collage circle and then a smaller page circle. And the nice thing about the larger cozy collage circle is that it was very light in color, so I knew I could layer the quote over it and you wouldn't have a hard time reading it. So what I ended up doing is I put down these 2 circle stickers, and then and I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to layer them, but I realized that I needed the page circle sticker to be up a little higher, and then the cozy collage circle to be down a little bit lower, and then that's kind of where I would layer the quote sticker. And this quote says, "Creative minds inspire others." I think it's just a really pretty quote. So once I laid that down, I do feel like the cluster came together really well. Again, part of me wishes I wouldn't have covered up the butterfly as much as I did, or at least the part of the butterfly covered up, but I don't think it looks terrible. I do want to use this another butterfly sticker on Friday, and I definitely want to structure this cluster a little differently. So I'm putting down the butterfly sticker first, and I am cutting off the excess here. And then I'm going to put down a couple of washi tapes, but I'm not going to overlap them with that butterfly at all. I'm going to try to bridge the space between the butterfly and the washi tape with a box sticker, which is what I'm going to use to write down the meeting I have for work on Friday. So here I am putting down some spotty dotty washi tape, and then I am going to add in a little bit of that black and white grid washi as well. And you will see me pull in the box sticker that I'm going to use. And as you can see, I'm kind of bridging the empty space between to create a larger cluster. Now, I do go in and move stuff around a little bit, mostly because I forgot that this box sticker had a star on it and I wanted to cover that up. So I am pulling up that really thin washi I had put down. I'm going to try to move this box sticker over a little bit to the right so I don't cover up as much of the butterfly when I lay down this small cozy collage circle. I did use a lighter one here, and I kind of wish I would have used a cozy collage circle with some darker colors, but I don't think it looks bad. And then now I'm going back in with that thin washi tape and layering it on top of the cozy collage circle instead of underneath. Again, just doing a little bit of adjusting here, and utilizing a little bit of whiteout so that you can't see the washi tape through the box sticker. And that cluster for now is done. And then I am going to go over to Saturday and create a little cluster on Saturday. I do have an event for work. I do volunteer with the Special Olympics, and we have a Special Olympics event on Saturday, so I definitely would want to mark that off. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to structure this cluster. I'm starting out with putting down some of this black and white grid washi tape. I think that I kind of want most of the deco to the right of the box sticker so that it's not looking exactly like the cluster that's on the lower half of the page. And here I am kind of experimenting with how I'm going to layer everything, incorporating little circles as well. I did pick a small cozy collage circle that had coffee on it, so I had a darker color, which was good. Here I am just putting down that butterfly sticker, really committing to where that's going. And then I'm going to place my box sticker down so that I have a feel for where I want it to be, and then layer these circles below it. So here I am putting down the coffee one, and then I will be putting down the page circle sticker as well. And I did layer it underneath the cozy collage circle so it didn't cut off the coffee cup. Really like the way that came out. I do use a little bit of whiteout here, and I actually kind of messed up and I went well beyond where the box was, so I had to use my slice brand X-Acto knife to get off the excess. It didn't come out perfect, but for the most part I don't think you can really tell, which is good. So once I'm done with using my slice brand X-Acto knife to get that whiteout up, I decided I wanted to pull in a few more of these headers from that day 10 Advent sticker sheet, and I was going to put this today header down to cover up that area where I had some whiteout, and then I decided to put this noted sticker over on the cluster on Friday, put it right down on the cozy collage circle sticker which I think looks good. And now that those headers are down, the only thing I really have left to do is mark in my work schedule. So I decided first to incorporate this thin washi into my cluster, my big cloak cluster on the bottom left corner of the right hand page. I realized that I had it in a couple of spots and I wanted it somewhere on the right hand page of the spread, so it made sense to put it in that cluster. Going back to my work schedule, I am utilizing the black and white grid washi, and I'm using these neutral dot stickers from Create with Mandy. I'm absolutely loving this neutral palette of dot stickers. It's just such a gorgeous color scheme, and I've actually been using them to do the monthly spreads in my Classic HP planner. I use them for both January and February because I like them so much. I do try to vary up the colors. I didn't want a bunch of like light colors next to each other. Not exactly next to each other, but um, by each other when I was doing my work schedule. So I tried to vary things up a little bit. And now that that is down, we are all done with placing stickers on the page. So I am going to pop these sheets back into my planner. I really like the way that the spread came out. I'm loving the lighter, more neutral colors. I do appreciate the little pops of some darker shades in there as well. I really hope you enjoyed this play with me. As always, everyone, please be safe. Bye bye.